All of you welcome for the next practice sheet, that is P19 intersection of solids. The total work for today's practice sheet is consisting of two problems. So you can see here this problem number 1 and this problem number 2 which we are going to solve. In both these cases there is a square prism and this square prism is cut with a hole. In the first case there is a circular hole that is cut and in the second case there is a square hole that is cut. So we'll see both these problems one by one, starting with the first problem. Okay, so this is the first problem. The data of the problem is available, which you will get later on. Now you can see there is a square prism like this. Now this square prism is resting in HP. So you can see the way it is drawn. First we draw this square prism with one of its sides making 30 degree with the HP in the top view. So we draw this position first, then we draw the front view, and by projecting here we draw the side view. So this is the front view of the prism. This is the front view of the prism and this is the side view of the prism. So first we draw the basic prism. Then the data says that there is a circular hole of certain size is cut here, and this circular hole is at certain distance from the axis of the vertical prism, and it is in front because the observer is here. So with respect to observer, axis is here, so the front direction is this. So this is the position of the center of the circle, and then as per the diameter this circle is drawn. So once you draw this much, now we are in a position to plot the various points in all the views. So we start with naming the points on the circle. So starting with the points which are the points on the axis. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3 and this is 4. So these are the 4 points on the circle or on the hole. Then you can see here this is a dotted line. Now this dotted line is representing the edge. You can see here this edge B. This edge B of the prism, when you look in this direction, this is the side plane. So when you project on this plane and when you open, it is here. So this is the edge at B which is shown here. So this edge at B is also cut by this circular hole at points X and Y. So we have got additional points 1, 2, 3, 4 and then X and Y on the edge at B. So now we are going to plot all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, X and Y. These 6 points we are going to plot here. Now how these points are plotted, we go one by one. So first is point number 1, which is on this generator. So we draw this generator in the top view. So you can see here, this is the generator coming here in the top view. So this line at 1 is intersecting to the prism like this. So it will enter inside here and it will come out from here. So this is the position of 1 and this is the position of 1 on this line, and it is at this height. So point 1 is here, point 1 is here on the two sides. Then we go to 2. So we draw this line and this 2 we project like this. So when you do that, this 2 comes here, and when you project up, 2 comes at this place. 2 comes here. Okay, same way it is coming out from the other side. So 2 is here. So we have drawn 1, 1 and 2, 2. Then the generator at 3. Now this generator at 3, it intersects like this. So enters in the prism from here, comes out from here. So this is 3, this is 3. Draw the projector lines. The height of 3 is here. So when you intersect, you will get point 3 here and point 3 here. Same way point 4, you project this way and you will get point 4 here and point 4 here. 4 is here and 4 is here. So we have got all the 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Now let's go for X and Y. Now X is on the edge at B. So this is the edge at B. On this edge at B you will project point X and point Y. Now this is not intersecting anywhere else. So here there is no intersection. So these are point X and Y. So now we have got all the points that are required. They are obtained. Now when you join these points, you have to remember that what is seen in the front and what is going on the back side. So when you look in this direction, this part 2, 1, 3 is visible. So 2 to 1, 2 to 3 is visible. Then it goes to x and y, which is also visible because it is whole. And then from x to y, it is an arc like this, passing from 4. So x 4y, x 4y. And then after x, it is x 1, 2, 3, y, x 1, 2, 3, y. So that is x 1, 2, 3, y. And then y to 4 to x, y to 4 to x on the back side. But it is seen, in fact, this should have been drawn continuous. It is not drawn continuous, it should be continuous line. And this also should be continuous, only these two should be dotted, which is to be modified, which will be done later on. So this is the exercise of serial number 1, and we have drawn the intersection of the solid when a hole is cut on this. Now let's go to the second problem. Now this is the second problem. So again all the data is given. There is a square prism again here, and this square prism is drawn in the two views like this, and after that the intersecting solid is like a hole. So there is a hole cut like this. The details of the hole are given. The position of the axis of the hole from the center line of the prism is given. Accordingly this is drawn, and after this is drawn, then we are going to draw this figure, and after we draw this hole, we are going to mark the points. So the corners we are going to mark 1, 2 is not there, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then this hole is intersecting the edge at B at MN. It is also intersecting the edge at C at X and Y. So we have got 1, 3, 4, M, N, X, Y. These many points are there which we are going to plot. We are going to plot them one by one. So where is point number 1? Point number 1 is on this projector, on this projector, on this projector. So this is a line. So one is here and here. So when you project it up, you will see one has come here and one has come here. So that is the position of 1 at this height. Similarly, 1 to M. Now M is here. M is on the edge at B. So you can see edge at B is here. So on this B, there will be M and N, which we project like this. So 1 to M and N. From 1 to M, then it will go back from M to 1. So M to 1 on this side. Then from 1 to 4 is here. We project point 4 like this here. So from 1 to 4 is 1 to 4. And after 4 there is 3. So project point number 3. Now point number 3, when you project, it is here. So 4 to 3 will be 4 to 3. After 3 it goes to N. So 3 to N is like this. And after N again back to 3 on this side. So you can see here 3 to N, N to 3, 3 to N, N to 3. So it has come on this side. And after 3 it will come back to Y. So from 3 here it will come to Y, which is here, which is on the edge at C. So from 3 to Y and Y to 4. Y to 4 and 4 to X. Y to 4 and 4 back to X. So that becomes the shape. So just like what we have done every time, we have first projected the points, got all the points over here, and then by visualization we have thought which point is seen, which line is seen, which is not seen. So you have to follow the same sequence and go on drawing all these various lines. So this becomes the curve of intersection. So you can note this exercise as problem number 2. Earlier exercise, I will again show you. That is problem number 1, which is here. Now again, one small thing to be noticed here, that when you draw this curves of intersection, where will be corners? Corners will be where there are corners here. So in this case, this is a circular hole, so no question of corner. But the vertical prism has got edges at 1, 2, 3 and 4. Out of that, not 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D. Out of that, at this B, the edge which is there at B, that edge is intersecting the hole at X and Y. That means at X and Y, because it is H, there is going to be corner at x and y. So according to that, we have drawn the curve, it comes like this, and then the next curve is like this, so that automatically corner is created at x and y. On the other side, when it comes out, see all the 1, 2, 3, 4, all the points are on one surface. So the hole is coming out from this plane, and because this plane is inclined, the hole looks like an ellipse. So the hole comes out from here, and on this side where it is starting, the hole is from this end taking a turn at xy up to here. So from 2 to 4 if you move, 2 is here, and then on this side there is 4 with a change over from 2 to xy to 4. So here is 2, then there is xy, and then there is 4. 2, then xy, then 4. Of course there is 1 and 3 also there, but this 2 is on this surface and 4 is on the back side of this surface. Therefore, accordingly, we have to draw the figure. Okay, so there are some errors here. So this should be continuous line, this should be continuous line, there should be dotted lines here also. So those dotted lines will be drawn and given to you later on when you look at this as a reference. Okay, so this was our first problem, and on the same lines, this was problem number 2. This was problem number 2. Okay, so you can draw this exercise as practice sheet number 19 on intersection of solids.